Definitely, no matter what, a woman's right to choose. So, I think we're all pro-choice here.
Yeah.
I'd also like to preface I'm definitely not as knowledgeable on this topic as I would like to be, or as you.
Hey, we're here at the Cherry Blossom Festival on the Tidal Basin. As you can see, it's full of signs of life and spring, and we wanted to ask people when they thought life began and if life in the womb should be protected. A lot of actresses and people in Hollywood are now boycotting shooting and filming in the state of Georgia because they recently, like other states, have passed a heartbeat bill, protecting human life in the womb when there's a heartbeat that's detectable. So we wanted to ask people if they think that human life and babies in the womb should be protected.
Geez, that's a messy question.
Really, really sensitive question, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Absolutely.
Oof.
Human life is super important. Why would they be boycotting that? That's so weird.
It's a touchy subject in front of my daughter. I firmly believe in a woman's right to choose. I'm going to leave it at that.
It depends on, I think it's the decision of the woman, honestly.
And it is not my position to judge that person for what they need to do in their life.
Yeah, I agree
Clear
with
and
her,
simple
and
as
I
that.
was adopted.
And
So
personally, I'm not sure if I would ever get an abortion, but I believe that I should have the option. Like, I believe that that babies in the womb should be protected, and that it's a baby from conception.
When do you think life begins?
Conception.
conception.
Right away.
I'm not sure.
Do you think science could tell us?
I suppose. I mean, I think life is hard to define. To say when life begins can be considered subjective, so.
Life begins when a person is conscious.
Oh, they have to be conscious?
Yeah, they have to. Well, I've been unconscious a lot of times, so life begins the moment, a baby is out. Like, it is important because
Out of the womb or created?
the womb. Out of the womb. If it's created, no, I don't think that's life until it's out of the womb.
To me, life begins after birth. I believe the soul enters the body after birth.
When the heart starts forming and the heartbeat starts kicking in, I think. And
It's a heartbeat.
the heartbeat, yeah, I would say so. Uh-huh.
When it's ultimately, I'd say when it's self-sustaining is when it's a life, because if you have to depend on someone else, then are you going to be confident and secure in going forward to your future? It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Safety and self-sustainment is number one. So if you don't have that, then I don't know what you have really.
What about newborns after birth?
Of course, newborns are very, very dependent on their family. That's when a life begins and should be nurtured. But
So even though the newborn was dependent on its mother prior to birth,
prior to birth,
it's still not.
it's not. No, I would say no. I would say like Mark was saying, that it's a mother's decision whether or not to continue that process or not.
I think if you start categorizing things as human life, you would also have to then outlaw the war. You would have to outlaw just people mental illness, which brings murder and mayhem.
No, that's no denying that. It is a life.
Well, I believe that a human life, though it may be formed immediately, that it is not actually a baby. That is just a fetus inside of a womb until a certain amount of maturation. And so there are laws that protect that fetus, and that is based upon science.
When a heartbeat is detected, do you think that the baby should be protected?
Personally, I do not think so. I think that it is based upon the mother's choice.
Should you be able to kill a baby after it's born?
I don't think so, no.
What about the day before it's born?
No, you can't.
Do you believe in protecting human life after birth?
Yes.
Okay, so you'd be against infanticide?
Yes.
Okay, what about the day before birth?
Again, it's such a personal choice.
Do you think that DNA determines a separate, distinct life?
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that conception, when an egg and sperm meet and it's a new being with new distinct genetic coding and DNA all of its own, do you think that maybe that's when life begins and we should protect human life?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a human life, and I mean, I think deep down, everybody that does go through knows that.